Hey guys, this is Kralama. Welcome to my channel. Today I have something special. Well, sort of special. We'll be picking this thing. Well, obviously not the card, but the lock. Sorry. Here it is. This is an Italian-made lock. The brand is Cisa. You can call it Cisa, but it won't be pronounced correctly. But it will be fun because in Croatia, Cisa means boob, so you can't go wrong with a boob, obviously. Anyways, if you read this in Italian, it's Cisa. There have been few picks and guts of the Astral models, but I think those were Astral S or something like that. I haven't seen a single Astral Tekno pick and gut before, so hopefully, if I'm not mistaken, this will be first public pick and gut. This is a very interesting lock because it has a rather tight keyway, so you have to use the tiniest possible flag, and because of these ridges, sorry, I'm not sure if you see it, this here, sometimes it's easier if you have sort of hooked flag. I will be using this flat one though. So just to show that the key works, and then off to picking and hopefully gutting. So key works just fine. And let's get on with it. So maybe show it so you can see a bit better. So we're going far down. Okay, first binder. Okay, then there's a click and another click. I will explain later why there's so many clicks. Okay, something clicked there. But the next binder is on 1. And we have a bit of a false set. Then counter rotation on 2. And we need to maybe check 1 again. Check 2 again. 3 seems to be fine. 4. Okay, not sure what's going on with the 4. So let's go to 5. 6, nothing so far. Okay. Okay, let's check 4. Okay, yeah, there was a bit of a click on 4. So we're gonna check 1 again. 2 again. 3 seems to be fine where it is. Check 4 again. Binding, feels set. Okay, that was 5. Now, everything seems set, even though it's not. But you have to go up and down the stack and just give each pin a bit of a bump. Okay, let's see now. And we're in a deep false set, and this means that we have to set the last one, and we just need to find it, and there it is. So yeah, it's open, as you can see. Now this lock is a prime example why when gutting you should make a habit of using shims. I've had this lock for, well, probably ever since I was a green belt, I think, and it has been pain in my hiney because my first attempt at picking this was unsuccessful. So I tried to gut it to see what's inside that's making so much trouble. And when I went to gut it, I couldn't shim it. And then I made a mistake because I rotated the core and tried to pull it out that way. And I managed to brick it. And I will show you how I managed to brick it. Well, hopefully I will not brick it again, but I will show you why, or rather what I did, the mistake I made that made it break. Okay, so we're doing this, the key inside, use the shim because we don't want to break another one. Shim feels good. Okay, and off we go. So we're gonna go this way. Gotta be extra careful because this is what's going on inside. This is the part in which I bricked my first Cisa. See, you have two key control pins. I think they function as passive as well, but you have this hole. And so what I did when I was gutting it, this side was down and one of the pins shot inside here, and I successfully bricked my first lock. So let's just go on with the gutting for now. We're gonna do this like this. I'm gonna show you all the pins, both passive and active. So we're gonna put this one here so you can see it better. These are passive ones. We're just gonna drop them because they're all the same. And we're gonna put them in the tray 7. Now, these are passive, which means they block the keyway. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, I will show you. There are two grooves in the body of the lock. This one here is for these two. The one up is for these 4. But let's get on with the picking. Sorry, gutting. Okay, so we have 1, which is a standard. 2, which is a standard. 3, which is sort of a standard, but it sort of looks like a bullet, or if you're a bit on the naughty side, like something else, but we're gonna go with the bullet. Or a red rocket. Yeah, okay. We have one other of those red rockets. And one other, but this one is actually sort of a T-pin. I'm not sure if you can see it. And last but not the least, we have another standard. So these are the key pins. Nothing special about the core except for this stupid hole which serves no purpose other than to break a lock, and these passive and standard key pins. Now this is where it gets exciting. So this is very similar to other Astro models, but with a slight difference, which you will see later. But this is interesting. This looks like a, sorry, this looks like a key pin, but it's not. It's basically a standard driver. First spring is steel, and then we have this sort of dumbbell spools, tip-in spools. I will show them in more detail when we got the whole thing. Then we have this sort of a barrel or double tapered pin. What's here? This is a spool. We have two more. We'll go to the other side. And this one is the one that's probably the most exciting of all, because it's actually a pin-in-pin, which I will show. And here we have another one of those tapereds. So we have a steel spring on position 6 and position 1, and those 4, so 2 to 5 are, as it seems, brass springs. I will not be taking them out because there's basically no point. So you see, standard, this sort of bullet key pin, another bullet key pin, one that's sort of T or tapered on, well, it's more of a T pin. Then we have standard on 1, these dumbbell spools on 2 and 5, regular spool on 4, this double-sided T-pin or barrel or whatever it is, I'm not sure, and this one here, which is a really interesting one because it's a, sorry, pin and pin. So yeah, it's a very cool lock. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the, these are those, sorry, those two passive ones, and these 4 are basically the same. So yeah, very cool lock. As I said, hopefully this is first public pick and gut. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and see you next time. Cheers.